your resume. Yeah, you got it. We work on resumes a lot. Resumes a lot when we're in the career transition business. And one of the things we see all the time is people trying to say, I had responsibility for this, and I had responsibility for that, and I had responsibility for this. And the reality is the people that are going to hire you don't want to necessarily know just your responsibilities. They want to know what you did with your responsibilities. And that's where I'm coming here today to talk to you and help you. So I would like to suggest that we talk a little bit more about accomplishment bullets. And what I mean by that is all resumes have one goal, and that's to get a call for an interview. Make the connection between your resume, the job announcement, and the occupational questionnaire, or to understand what knowledge, skills, and abilities, KSAs, the job announcement and the occupational questionnaire are asking for, or to ensure your resume addresses the knowledge, skills, and abilities and clearly supports what it is you're going to need to do in this next job. So you need to make a connection between your duties, what you've been responsible for, and how you've accomplished those, and how that's contributed ultimately to the success of the organization. So here's where we need to get to the point where we can, give some specific examples. We want to avoid broad generalizations, and we want to list specific accomplishments in detail and how those results benefited the organization. We need to use numbers, percentages, etc. to quantify our achievements. And numbers, they communicate pretty clearly. Numbers and percentages communicate pretty clearly because it's a shorthand our brains understand. All challenges that were overcome should also be something that you're building your accomplishments around. And be sure you, of course, check your grammar and spelling. You want to use strong action verbs and an active voice. So you want to use words like administered, secured, advised, analyzed, approved, originated, wrote, performed, planned, prepared, presented. By the way, you can find a list of these kinds of verbs all over the internet. But for the rest of our conversation, I would like to talk about using 4 different formats to build your accomplishments. And the first is that strong active verb that we just mentioned, plus an object, plus result. So let me give you an example here. Saved the Fargo Veterans Administration Healthcare Services as much as $190,000 by improving the medicine reconciliation process, shortening cycle times by 38%, and reducing errors by 46%. So we've got the verb, saved, we've got the object, Fargo VA healthcare system, and then we've got the results, how much he saved and what the reduced cycle times were. All right, so that was the first one, verb, object, and result. Now the second one is verb, object, and for whom. So here's the example. Maintained, that's the verb. A 500 patient research database, that's the object. And this is the for whom. For the lead oncology researcher over a 24-month study period. Got it? So let me give you another example here. Prepared, the verb. 1 million annual budget for service unit, that's the object. And this is for whom? Working directly with the service chief. All right, next format. Verb, object, and then the skills that you used. So here's the verb. Developed, object, new service automated processes. And then here's the skills. By using Microsoft Office skills, increasing productivity by 15%. So they not only added skills, but they also added a very clear result. All right, the final one for our conversation today is verb plus object plus how. And the verb here is installed. And the object is 20 new cooling units throughout the medical facility. And then the how is 10 days under schedule and $2,000 under budget. So really quick to review, we've got 4 formats. The first is verb, object, results. The second is verb, object, for whom. The next is verb, object, and skills. And of course, toss in a result if you can. And the fourth is verb, object, and how. So with that said, may you write many, many great accomplishments to share on your resume, and may you get to the next step, which is an interview, because they can see from your accomplishments that you are the aspirin for their headache. All right, you guys, thanks.